All right. Get my mess cleaned up here before I show you my mess. Oh my goodness. Hi Rhonda, can you hear me okay? Cleaning up my disaster quickly. And we're going to need this. Ah, well then. Hi Annie, can you guys hear me okay? Does it sound good? Too loud? Too quiet? All good? Good. My room is a disaster. I'm just trying to clean this up a little bit. Hi Wanda. How is everybody today? I leave for Ontario tomorrow. Yay! Well, not quite Ontario. Kelowna tomorrow, and we have an early flight on Saturday out of Kelowna, so. Alrighty. Goodness me. So I suspect that this won't be a super long class because we're almost done. Which is good. Let me mark down who we got here. So we have Annie. Who's sewing along with me today? Annie. Rhonda. Wanda. From Kelowna, we're flying Swoop. We got the discount airline because for 3 of us to fly on that airline it was only $1,200 including our baggage. So otherwise, if I was flying WestJet or Air Canada out of Kamloops, it was going to be almost $1,200 a person. It was crazy expensive. So yeah, but Swoop doesn't fly out of Kamloops. It flies out of Kelowna. So we are going to spend the night in Kelowna, head there around 1 p.m. tomorrow. And then our flight is like 7:30 in the morning on Saturday. So Rhonda's watching. Oh, good. I said we're so close to being done this whole bag. Shouldn't take too long. I am going to be finishing it off on my cylinder arm because it's easier and because I can. Wanda's just watching. No worries. Yay! So just let everybody else pop in there. So around the top right edge with a 1/2 inch. Okay, that's what I thought. Yay! Who else were sewing this with me? Annie, were you were sewing with us last time? Are you sewing with us this time? Oh, did you? Well, it's going to be such a fast make for you, Rhonda. You'll have this no problem. Diane is sewing along with us, I know, but she will probably be late because she's working. Do you know what, Wanda? I took 3 books and I read none. I did manage to finish a pair of socks and cast on another pair of socks, but besides that, no, I didn't do as much as I thought. I took all of my knitting projects, but yeah, I didn't do it. Oh, okay, Dawn. Are you okay? Okay, no worries, Annie. So you guys will catch up on that. And I think out of everybody that was sewing along, that was it. Most people are doing it with the replays. So we'll just hop right to it. Again, this class is maybe going to be 1/2 hour, 45 minutes. That's it. We're so close to being done. And with the drop-in lining, it's so fast. Was I vegging and relaxing? Actually, Coco hates camping. So she was a little bit beside herself, even though at the park we were at, dogs are supposed to be on leash, but so many dogs, and some of the dogs were aggressive, like dogs that were kind of charging at her and Dexter. So I think I spent most of the time comforting the dogs and keeping them safe. I ended up having to give Coco some of her anti-anxiety, which helped. She's very, very protective over the puppy, even though he is bigger than her. But yeah, a lot of irresponsible dog owners there, letting their dogs off leash, and they weren't necessarily friendly dogs. And she hates camping to begin with. Plus, there was a bear sighting and a cougar sighting at the site we were at, so she was baying and howling because that is her instinct, and that was making Dexter scared. So yeah, but it was still really nice. I mean, we were there from Wednesday to Monday, which was really nice. Hi, Anna. But yeah, and it ended up being just Riley and his girlfriend, Willow, and Dave and I. Willow's brothers were there, but they were kind of off into another campsite because they were young people and partying. And her parents weren't able to make it due to a family thing that happened with them. But it was really, really nice, kind of just having a couples thing with my son and his girlfriend and us. So it was really, really nice. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, done, exhausted. You know what? I'm exhausted too. I said we got some upsetting news. I spent most of the afternoon crying today, unfortunately, because my 98-year-old grandmother, and I know she's 98, but about 2 months ago, her dementia took over, and she doesn't know who any of us are anymore. But now she is sleeping most of the time, and now she's not eating. So as of this morning, they have moved her to palliative care. So we know that she's into the end-of-life stages. So yeah, after class today, I'm actually going to go and visit her. So I'm kind of thankful this is a shorter class because I really do need to go see my grandmother. And I knew if I went to see her before class, I would be a hot mess because I already feel like I'm a hot mess. So our trip to Ontario is actually in her honor. She grew up in Goderich. It is the place where she was the happiest in her life. They did move here in 1957, and if my grandfather hadn't moved her here, she never ever would have left Goderich. So when 2 months ago, the last time she knew who I was, we told her we were going to Goderich, and she got so excited. And oh, this is gonna make me cry. She said, "Brandy, will you do me a favor? Will you take some sunflowers to my parents' grave and let them know that I'll be joining them soon?" Oh my gosh. So I am going to do that for her. Go visit my great-grandparents' resting places and tell them to be waiting for their eldest daughter. So I'm sure, yeah. So I want to go say, I want to go tell her I love her and give her a big hug today in case while I'm away for the next 10 days, she passes over. So, but that's okay. Yeah, but hey, she's 98 and her biggest fear was getting dementia, and she's only had dementia the last 3 years. And she knew who we were mostly right up to 2 months ago. Sometimes she would think I was her sister, but she'd always snap out of it and know I was her granddaughter and who I was. So it's a real gift that we got her fully into her 98th year. So, yeah. So, anyways, if I'm a little emotional, that is why. But that's okay. Did you hear my text message going off? It says, "Hey, Brandy, you've got a text message." Anyways, well, let's get to doing this. I don't think anybody is sewing along with me. So Diane is, but she's going to be late. So we will just hop down. Again, this is going to be a super, whoopsies. What have I done here? Let me fix my camera. There we go. Nothing's auto-focusing. We're okay. I think we're okay. Okay, so for homework was to put on this part of the turn lock, the female part. We did this in class where we folded the seam allowance under, and then homework was to also do the lining in the same manner. You can see I have it all folded under here. So next what we want to do is I don't know how well this is going to mark on here. On our raw edge of our flap, we want to, I'm trying to see which way we want to do this. I'm actually going to do it on both sides, just so I can see it. We want to make a 1/2 inch line from the raw edge on both sides. Now this is the hardest part of doing this the way we are going to do it with the drop-in lining. One thing I am happy about is I get to see Anna in a week. We will be at Anna's house next Thursday, so I'm excited for that. All right, now what we're going to do is take some double-sided tape. I'm going to use skinnier tape. And just trim that seam there. So that 1/2 inch line is where we're going to be putting it in between the layers. So we will do that very last step. The double-sided tape is going to hold this in place best we can. Oh my goodness, let me just see what Dave is saying here. Nope, okay, he's just on his way home. So I'm going to put double-sided tape just on the bottom of each of these. Now this shouldn't affect top stitching or anything because this will fall below the stitching line if you are on a domestic machine and you're worried about it. Yay, and I'm excited to see you too, and you're taking in myself and my parents, you brave lady, you. I hope Daryl, your husband, is okay with that. So nice that we get to end up spending 3 nights with Anna. I'm super excited. All right, so we're going to set that aside for now. I'm going to take my exterior, and this is a drop-in lining. We have never ever done this before in a class, but for this one, it is so easy to do. So we're going to take our exterior and we are going to drop it in just like the bag is done. Drop it in like this. See? So we got the inside there and the outside there. And then we're going to start matching up our seams. So these side seams we want to match together, and you want to make them as even as they possibly can because we are going to top stitch these in place. So I'm going to go back in. Actually, I'm going to go with these. So I got that first seam matched up, and I have my lining and my exterior folded over edges, nice and even. Now on these sides here, it does get a little bit thick. You may need a little bit of a hump jumper. We will see as we go. You want to match up this seam here as well. And clip them together. And work your way around. I'm going to hop over to this side and match up that seam. And once you have those seams matched up, you should be nice and centered. Okay. Don't mind me, I need to grab a Kleenex. My nose is just a running. I've got one in my shelf down here. I think it's because I'm a little sad. Sorry, guys. Okay. And we're just going to add this into the clips all the way around. You want to be very much aware of where these are. We are going to be adding this in as well, but we're just going to get all these clips into place to begin with. Again, making sure they're nice and even. Can you see how even they are there? And this is different than the pattern, but this is so much easier than turning this tiny bag, especially if you're using a glitter vinyl like I am. And then you don't have to worry about your interfacing pulling away. They turn it through the top, and I don't like that. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We have fighter jets above us today. I don't know if there's an air show somewhere. Usually this time of year we get them around here. Maybe it's the snowbirds. I'm not sure. Okay. So once we kind of got that where we want it to be, okay. Next what we're going to do, so there's the front and here's the back. And you want to think it's lining side with the exterior, lining with the lining. And I am actually going to do the exterior side first. So I'm going to take my clips off. And I'm going to take the tape off of my exterior piece. Hi Lauren, long time no see. And what we want to do is we want to pull these apart here because we're going to sandwich this between the lining and the exterior right along that line. Now this should go almost from seam to seam, and you want to put it down to that 1/2 inch line that we drew and stick it. Stick it real good against that double-sided tape to hold it in place. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then once we have that, we want to do the same with this side. Come on, tape. And with that other 1/2 inch line we drew on this side, we want to line that up with this. And that should hopefully line up. You can use your sense of touch here to make sure that our exterior and our lining are upon each other. It's right up against that 1/2 inch line on the flap. Okay, and then I'm going to just kind of feel to make sure they're somewhat even. And that looks centered. And I think we are good. Now we're going to take this to the machine and we are going to top stitch along here with an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance all the way around, being very aware of how our lining is sitting because we want to be catching both. Then once that's done, we're going to go around again with a 1/4 of an inch top stitch all the way around just to make sure that flap is nice and secure. What do you guys think of that? Does that work for everybody? Again, we're kind of counting on that double-sided tape there, so hopefully it does its trick. And we will hop on over to Tommy, which I already have all set up. Whoops. All right, so let's do this. And yeah, hopefully the light and that angle's okay. I'm not going to be able to see the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the back flap first because I just really want to make sure that that ends up being nice and secure. So start on the side here. Get under there. There we go. Okay. Where's my industrial machine? I have to make sure my flaps, there we go. Okay, let me check out, make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I think you can. Okay. Whew, deep breaths, and here we go. You may need your hump jumper ready at these thick parts. I'm hoping I don't need mine, and I'm kind of holding my lining in place even though the glue is sticking it down good, but just to make sure. Okay, I am going to need my hump jumper. Sorry for the arm there, guys. There we go. Make sure I'm feeling underneath here as well, hoping that they are lining up good. Flap I find is the most stressful part because you can't really see what's going on the opposite side. But with those lines we drew, it should be nice and even there. I'm going to use my hump jumper again so it doesn't eat up my vinyl to get over just this thick part. You might not need the hump jumper, all depending on what materials you're using. Again, I interfaced my vinyl or my lining with a medium woven interfacing as well, so it's a little bit thick. Plus I'm using glitter vinyl, so I'm just going to check, and it's all caught on that other side. That's good. See, and I don't need the hump jumper there, but I also don't have the flap there. I'll catch up on the chat here momentarily because my back is to my computer right now. But make sure you're keeping everything nice and even, your lining and your exterior. I love drop-in linings that aren't a zipper top drop-in lining. Anything that's like an open top like this, so easy and so fast. My hump jumper there. Oops, sewed over a clip. That one bites the dust. Do that there. The stiletto might help here, but I lost my stiletto again. Man, oh man, I don't know where those things keep going. Okay. So it looks pretty good. I caught it all. Can you guys see that? Oh, whoopsies, all on the inside there. It's all caught all the way around in my lining. Once it looks good, I'm going to go back in with 1/4 of an inch top stitch, and that's just to secure this. You could also go ahead and put some rivets right in the back of the flap if you wanted to, but I'm going to go around with another top stitch. 1/8 of an inch away from the last one. And that will secure things nicely. And it gives a nice, really decorative stitch for that second line, I think anyways. Those away. All right. All right. So my stitching looks pretty good. It's a little bit messy right here, but that's okay. Not too bad. I haven't used a contrasting thread. Never would have noticed, but it looks good on the inside all the way around. Hi, Jade. And guys, that's it. That was even a 20-minute class. So look how great the lining sits in there. Look how easy that was. We didn't have to turn it. That's what it looks like. I haven't ordered a chain for this one yet, but this is where you'd put your crossbody strap on here. Look at that. I think she looks pretty good. That's it, guys. That is all there is to Mabel. What do you think of the drop-in lining? Hi, Kim. Not bad at all, hey? So it's got great shape on the top. Nice little solid bag. Hi, Karen. That's it. I told you it's super fast. It is the fastest bag. So if you think we did everything in, so our cutting class was only half hour, 45 minutes. We had a full class last class and 20 minutes here. So I would say 1 hour, 3-hour make cut to finish. It's amazing. Isn't that easier, Rhonda? Like, otherwise the pattern has you install the flap and then you actually turn it through, I think, at the back section here. And that just seems like a pain, especially if you want to do it in vinyl, especially if you want to do it in something sticky like what I did it in with this glitter vinyl. And it just saved us how many steps? It won't be bad at all. And if you have a cylinder arm or a free arm, that just makes that top stitching that much easier because you can make it go around. If you don't have that, what you could also do is make it inside out. Do it the same way, just your exterior would be in your lining and your lining would be on the exterior. And then you can go around your machine top stitching it around this way, and then you could just turn it right side out later, and it's still better than turning it through and opening in the bottom of the bag. Yeah, pretty easy. So this bag, so fast. Now the penny in we're doing on Tuesdays, we have added an extra class in June for it because it's so intense. We probably could have finished it this class, but as I said, I am going to go and visit my grandmother who has just entered palliative care, so I need to go see her. But yeah, I have a feeling I have so much of this glitter vinyl from Galaxy Customs that I really think this is going to be a really inexpensive make, a fast make, and I think it's going to be really, and you don't have to charge an arm and a leg. This one I think I'm charging, what am I charging for these? Because it doesn't cost that much to make. So this can be a lower ticket item on my craft table. I'm just going to see what I decided to charge for this because I don't remember. Sorry guys, everybody in my family is messaging our family chat because of my grandma's condition right now. So yeah, I am going to sell this for, I don't remember how much it cost me to make. I'll know how much it cost me here once I look to see what I am charging for it. Did I put it in here? I haven't added it here yet, but I know I probably put a price. I don't know what I do most days on my business page. I want to say I'm only charging like $145 or something for this one. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Let's go to my Instagram. That might be faster. Bear with me while I navigate my social media. There we go. I'm only going to be charging $135 for this. So that means it only cost me, it's going to be a great market item, and it is so cute. 135 divided by 3. So this only cost me $45 to make, you guys. That's it. Because I take what it cost and multiply it by 3. So I will be selling this for $135 for both of them. So I just got to order my chain for it. Would be good to go. So yeah, I hope they're good sellers. I think they will be. So now I want to have one in every single color of glitter vinyl I have, because the glitter vinyl is just amazingness. So those of you who weren't sewing along with us, will you be making these? Curious? If so, make sure you get me all the pictures by December, because I will be doing a year-in review of all of the class members' bags on the 1st of the new year, highlighting everybody's bags. Yay! I still don't believe class, that's it. That's funny. So yeah, if I grab my other one here, ooh, I gotta get another chain for it, and then when I get back, I will post these on my website for sale. But super cute, super fast. I likes them a lot. Yours is already cut out, Dawn? Like, super fast. And I think having that lower ticket price, I said, and these could even be cheaper because, I mean, I am using a glitter vinyl, which is a little bit higher than some vinyls, but seriously, I think this pattern was made for glitter vinyls. I seriously do. Again, this little pocket really doesn't hold much, but you could put a few things in it, so that's why I decided to do it. It doesn't go in very far. You're waiting on hardware because you couldn't use normal colors? That's awesome. Yay! Super easy. I don't know why it took me so long to make one of these, and the chain really does it. Like, seriously. I loves it. All right, everybody. Well, sorry it's such a short class. We were so close to being done last week. Well, I guess we did have the linings and everything for homework, so, but yeah, I'm super pleased with this, and I just want to make it in all the colors because it is a fast sew. This might be a good one for getting your sojo back because it is so simple. I hope you guys like the hack of a drop-in lining and hope it makes it easier for you as it did for me because I think it's just great. Great, great, great. All right. Now, has everybody purchased their patterns for next month's bag? So the first Thursday class is the Aurora triple zip from a Quaint Stitch. First class will be June 8th. There are no classes next week because there are 5 Thursdays in the month, and I'm going to be in Ontario. I will be with Anna that day, so yes, Dawn, I do need to visit with my grandma, but it's going to be upsetting as well because she's not going to know who I am. She doesn't know who anybody is. But do you know what? She's smiling and she's happy, so it is a blessing that she is unaware of what is going on. I think it's harder on us, the family. So yeah, I'll show everybody a picture of my grandma. I was already sharing it with the admins because I was really sentimental. So this is my grandma when she was 17 years old, so ahead of her time because she is on a motorcycle in a skirt. And look, my light there makes it look like she has a halo, doesn't it? Because she's an angel. Yeah, this is me and her here when I was a baby. And this is just us hanging out. This one is like a long time ago. Like this is like 15 years ago, I think. And then this was us. I think this is the craft fair at her senior's home. I was helping my mom out with. This is just before the pandemic hit, so I think this was probably the 2019 year. This is just before she went from independent living into care. So yeah, she's special. She really is. And then this was her 2 months ago. This was, whoops, that light. This was the last time she knew who I was, but she would not let go of my hands, and she just kept telling my dad and I how much she loved us and everything. So she's super special. Sorry, I'm oversharing. Oh, and there's Dexter sleeping on my couch. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Sorry. She is beautiful. I hope when I go, I actually am going gray, but I hope it's as white as her hair was. Her hair is so white. So white. It's the pretty gray color. Anyways, Aurora Triplet. Did everybody take advantage of the coupon code? If not, I will find it for us all right now and type it in. Aurora Triple Zip. A Quaint Stitch pattern, so it's the same place we did the Wayfarer. Oopsies. And it's good till May 31st. For 10% off of any of her patterns on her website. Let me just type them out for you guys here. So you can get any of her patterns on the website. Does not include sale items or bundle, she said. So it is, let me see, coupon code, I'll type it out, sew along a quaint stitch. So that's for 10% off. And even if you aren't in the Tuesday class, we're doing the Maxine Project Tote by Can Do Patterns. I've already put the cutting tutorial up. I didn't get to making it today because life ran away from me today. It is her Etsy shop. And the coupon code for that one is for 10% off, BB Maxine 23. So anybody can take advantage of those coupons if you want that. So that is the Maxine Project Tote, which is that one right there. In my tutorial, I'm doing the large size, and I don't know if I'm going to do, might do the medium size in class. We'll see. Hi, Diane. Look, we finished. It was that fast. It took us 25 minutes only to finish the bag. Okay, thank you. Karen just posted the Acquaint Stitch thing there, so definitely use that coupon code to pick up the Aurora Triple Zip bag for 10% off, and you can use that on any of her patterns on her website. And then the other one, the Maxine Tote, a Project Tote on the Can Do Crafts website on her Etsy page, and you can get 10% off. Diane, it's super easy. You'll have absolutely no problems. You won't believe how fast it is. Hope you had a great day at work, Diane. But it turned out super cute. So I gotta put in a hardware order to get another chain. But I think I am going to, these are going to be the bags that I think I'm going to have all along the top of my display in all different colors. Yes, I did record last night class, Diane. It's on there. Again, Lauren, it's not hard. If you're finding it hard to do, what I would do is when you put everything together, put it so the lining is on the outside and the exterior is on the inside. And then you can top stitch it, laying it down like this on your bed. And you can just go around like so and sew it. And then you can turn it right side out just by pushing it this way. So you would have a turn doing it that way. But if I was doing it on my flat bed, I would definitely do it that way. So yeah, just like if you were to push this inside out right now, and then you'd have your exterior on the inside, and then you could put it right along your bed, and you can see where your top stitching is going all the way around, and then put it out the other way. Oh, you couldn't find it this morning, Diane. I'll have to take a peek and see. I can look right now. Let me look. Sometimes it takes 24 to 48 hours for it to process, but it looks like it's right here. Now, only those that are in this class, in the Tuesday class, will be able to click on this link, but this is the link to it here, Diane. But sometimes it takes some time for it to process once it's done, but it is live. It's there for members. Yeah, we're good. It's there. Yay. The iris is cute, and it is free on, that's on the Acquaint Stitch, right, Jade? She wants me to do a tutorial on that one. So keep in mind, I am going to be posting probably June 4th the polls for August bags. So make sure you've made your list of which bags you would like to see for August classes. Now, as I said before, the July classes, those are going to be pre-recorded because I am taking the month of July off, meaning I'm putting all of my work into June so I can have the month of July off. So both classes will be pre-recorded. They'll be in this same format. The only difference is the cutting class will also be the cutting tutorial that I will release to public side at the end of those classes. So, and there's already tutorials for both of the bags I chose. I chose 2 bags that I have orders for, so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And there are also 2 bags that kept coming up on the polls, but coming in second place or whatever. So the Tuesday class, and I will announce this probably on June 1st, but I'll let you guys know right now. It's because I am waiting for some coupon codes. Is the Tumbleweed Tote by Blue Calla. We'll be doing on the Tuesday. Was your snap on the wrong way as well, Diane? Oh my goodness. Easy fix. You got it. And the Thursday class, we will be doing the Duplicity shoulder bag by Sew Yours. And I actually do have a coupon code that's good for the Duplicity one already. So that'll be the Thursday class. It is a drop-in lining like this one as well. Bigger opening though, so it's a little bit better, or a little bit easier. Let me just find Melissa's code here. Whoops. So the Duplicity for 15% off. And she released it early. I haven't announced it to everybody. It's good till June 30th. So you guys can go ahead and grab it early if you want. That is the Duplicity. Maybe if one of my admins could put the link to the Duplicity handbag from Sew Yours for me, that would be great. So Diane, we both somehow managed to mix up our top and bottoms, but you're probably copying me, so my fault. It's all good. You will see in the tutorial, or in the class last night, Diane, I showed you how to remove that, and because you used a can snap, it'll be even easier than the metal snap. It didn't take any time at all to take it out and put it back in, so yeah, so definitely, so I hope those are good choices that I chose for July for the pre-recorded classes. I will still be available by email and by Facebook Messenger and on the Facebook page, and I will create a group on Facebook where we can talk about it. I will still be checking all of that. I'm just taking a break from the YouTube side. So in that regard now, for June, I am crazy busy because I'm cramming all of my July work into June, so I still have all that content going up because YouTube is my paycheck. I can't just not have any content up there. I learned that in December when I had like hardly any paycheck at all and it hurt a little bit. So okay, so there's the Sew Yours. Donna and Karen have posted it for the Duplicity handbag. So if you don't own it already, make sure you take advantage of that coupon code and get that, and I will be announcing that to everybody in on June 1st, and then posting the poll to start thinking about August bags. So yay. Hey, easy fix. Hey, Diane, at least with the penny in, now we are learning the penny in wallet is a very, it's challenging me. I love it, but it's challenging. Like, it's challenging me even, and I'm on the second one that I've ever made. But one thing we're learning in the penny in class is, I like to say I'm doing it on purpose. As I make these mistakes and you make the mistakes along with me, I'm showing you how to fix the mistakes so you don't have to trash the whole project. So I think that's a win. That's what classes are for. So that's what I'm telling myself anyways. So yeah, we messed up the card slots, but that was an easy fix. And we messed up the snap. We put it on the wrong side. So yeah, for that snap, I would recommend installing that after you've installed that tab. Okay, and there's the Blue Calla website. Now, I have reached out to Celine at Blue Calla for a coupon code. She hasn't responded yet, but I think she's super busy, so I'm hoping that I will have a coupon code for the Tumbleweed Tote. I already have tutorials on both of those bags on the channel, so there'll be no new tutorials being made, but that's already there. But I will do the classes exactly like this format, but they will be pre-recorded, and then I will release them on the dates that the classes would have been. The only thing I will ask is that in the comments of those videos, if you put your name, and then I know who watched them, and I can mark it down in my my book here, because I like to keep track of who is making the bag and who isn't. So in those, I'll ask you to put in the comments your name and if you're making the bag, or if you're not making the bag, because then I know who to come after for pictures at the end of the year. It's a very good idea for the snap. Hey, Diane, I wish I had thought about it earlier. But yeah, there's no reason why we couldn't install that snap after the fact. It would have been so much easier to do it after the fact, because we fixed it after the fact. Thank you, Karen. That makes me feel a lot better that you think it's a win knowing when to fix things for sure. That's hilarious. All right. So are there any questions about Mabel? I hope you guys like the drop-in lining. Lauren, did I answer your question about how to sew it on a flatbed? And if I was on my flatbed, I definitely would have had it inside out and sewn my exterior from the inside. Then you have a little more control and then just turned it out again. And that works just the same. I love this bag. I want to make it in the blue suede shoes glitter and the red glitter. I don't know the names of them all. Anna would know the names. What else? I'm looking at what I got. Ooh, I've got like a lime green glitter and a turquoise glitter. I've got all the glitters. I do. Yay. All right. So we are going to call it. I am again headed out of town until June 4th, headed to Ontario to revisit the land of my people, my ancestors. And my family was one of the first families to settle in the Huron County in the Goderich region. I don't know if many of you know, I've gone to school for a few things. So I got my Bachelor of Arts degree. And then after that, when I was pregnant, I did online study through University of Toronto. They had a sub kind of college called the Institute for Genealogical Sciences. So I am actually a certified Canadian genealogist. I love working on family trees and family history. So that was a really fun certification to get and diploma to get. I've got my family, one side of my family tracked back to 1435, which is crazy. So I'm super excited to go to Goderich, where a lot of my family settled in the 1700s, or no, sorry, 1800s. So yeah, I'm super excited to be going there. And then an added bonus is Karen and Anna both live around there, and I'm going to be staying with Anna with my parents, and Karen is a short drive away. So I will finally have met all of my admins. Karen is the only admin I haven't met yet, so excited for that. Excited to stay with my bestie Anna. Yeah, 1435, crazy, hey? Yeah, that is one of my English branches in the family who were ladies in waitings to Queen Victoria is one of them. And yeah, they were just all part of that. Maybe I'm a princess. I don't know. So yeah, that was one of my many things. And then of course I went back to school for business management, and then human resources management and payroll, CPA, all of that stuff. So now I make bags and I don't use any of that schooling anymore. Karen's excited too. Oh, great, Diane. Thanks for reminding me. I'm sure she will not let me forget that Lauren vinyl you got me. I appreciate you grabbing that for me. Thank you so much. Yay, it's going to be fun. All right, everybody. So I am going to run. I am going to go and visit my grandmother before she falls asleep. She's now in a private room in palliative care, so we can go 24 hours a day anytime that we want. Now, this will be my first time visiting her alone. I think I might make my carried son Riley come with me because he works with dementia all the time and everything. And I think he's just going to help me out a little bit with this because it's really, really tough. So I'm going to go hug my grandma. Thank you guys. Sorry I got emotional at the beginning of this. Again, this was just news I received this afternoon. Of course, it's happening right when we're going out of town, but Grandma wanted my dad and I to do this trip. So we're going on her behalf. So I will give her a big hug. And again, the next Thursday class will be June 8th. No classes next week. The next Tuesday class, June 6th, we will be doing a 5th class for the Penny Inn because 4 classes was not enough. We will definitely have it in 5. And then we'll be starting the Maxine tote the following Tuesday. I have started the Maxine tote tutorial, and it is like this one. It is going to be a fast sew, and it's only going to be a 3-bag class, which will be nice. So, yeah, so that is the plan for that. So next week, no classes. I will be available on my phone every now and again. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out or reach out to any of the men's on the Facebook group. So that is Rhonda, Karen, Anna. Anna's probably going to be working or with me though. Dawn and Nicole, and they'll be able to help you because they're all on the same page as me. So, all right. Good night, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you in